A man thinks he knows the vampire. He has stakes, he has holy water. He's read the books, he feels strong, he feels ready. That is good. Because he is not ready. He does not know the thing he will unleash upon him. He is walking into a bad dream of your making. The beast at the center is not a monster for loot. It is an old hunter, and it will hunt. This is not about running monsters. It is about building fear from one night to the next. These are 5 truths for a vampire hunt in Shadowdark or any TTRPG. These truths will make your players remember the shadows. It is time to work. When a man knows the things he fights, the fear is gone. You must break him of this. Vampires are known: fangs, claws, a hatred of the sun. A man has his list. You must burn that list. Instead of a bite, give the vampire whispers in the mind. It will make men doubt each other. Give him the power to become smoke. It cannot be held. Shadowdark allows this. Take the idea of the vampire and change it. It can respawn in its coffin. That is a good rule. It gives a goal beyond the fight. But what if it had a twisted skill? What if it did not fear priests, but made other dead things stronger? What if a normal sword could not harm them? Not because of some rule, but because it must be struck by a man who has conquered a true fear. This is how a monster becomes a villain. It is not a page of numbers. It is a problem. It changes form, not to a bat, but a swarm of flies or a pool of shadows, maybe the face of a dead friend. This keeps a man off balance. This is not a fight, it is a game, and he is the toy. The place makes the fear. The lair is a weapon. The castle is not the backdrop. The crypt is not the setting. They are the enemy. A lair is often just rooms before the boss. For a real nightmare, the place itself must be a threat. Use a moor in the fog, a manor where the rooms move, then add the real dangers. Forget simple pits. The path to the coffin is guarded by things that only exist to drain the party of its strength. They are not here to kill. They are there to make them weak for the end. The hulls shift. The eyes in the painting watch. Ghosts play out the vampire's past. The clues are inside the sorrow. This makes men investigators, not adventurers. Leave a diary, a strange painting. Let them find the story. Every piece of it makes the last encounter matter. The lair is the vampire's country. It should feel as old and as wrong as its king. An animal fights when it's trapped. A predator plays with its meal. Your vampire is old. It is smart. It should act that way. The vampire is on the hunt. The party will come in. They will have their swords out. They will be ready. The vampire does not attack. It waits. It speaks. It appears on a balcony and it looks at them. It finds the weak one. It tries to charm him. Now they do not trust each other. A smart vampire does not want a fair fight. It leaves, it becomes mist, it is gone. It comes back when the party is split, when they are hurt. It sends wolves and ghouls while it watches from the dark. This is not cowardice, it is control. It tells the players that this thing is in charge. It will fight on its terms. It will wait for a mistake. This makes men think. They must guess the next move. The hunt must be long. The tension must build. A glimpse in the dark, a whisper. If you understand this way of working, subscribe. We do this every week or so. Hit the bell so you do not miss the work. Now we talk about the thing that all men fear. In Shadowdark, the light dies. This is a gift. The light is a resource, and you must take it from them. The dark must be a place of fear. It is where the vampire lives. You must threaten their light. Send a thing to attack the man with a torch. A gust of wind to put out the fire. Then there is silence and black, and the sound of breathing that is not their own. That is fear. It makes the game about survival. A torch is life. Do they push on and risk the dark, or do they retreat and give the vampire time? The pressure makes the fear real. Be smart. Perhaps the moon burns the vampire. They must time their attack by them. Perhaps there is a darkness in the lair that eats torchlight. When the last torch dies, and they are in the dark, you have done your work. In Shadowdark, the dark is where the hope ends. The end is not just a fight. It must mean something. The final fight is a choice. They have been hunted. They have tested. They find the vampire in its place. Here, it does not hold back. It uses all its power, all its tricks. It will try to separate them. You must describe its speed, its eyes, the power of it. It is not just a battle of tactics. It is the end of a story. But there's a bargain. The vampire is not just a monster. It was a man once. It offers a cure for a man's sickness for a price. It holds a friend. To kill it is to kill the friend. The question is no longer, can we kill it? The question is, should we? A good story stays with you. It asks hard questions. The end must test their strength, but it must also test their heart. It doesn't matter if they drive the stake or take the deal. The end will be earned. First, the vampire is new. Second, the lair is a weapon. Third, the vampire is the hunter. Fourth, the light is life. And fifth, the end is a choice. They came as heroes. They will leave as survivors. You can give them a story they will remember. A story that will cost them. Now go to work. If you have a dark thought, put in the comments. I read them. For more of this work, subscribe. And thank you.